Today I'm doing a short video of the dual port USB charger for a 2012-2015 Tacoma. I don't know if the 2005 to 2011 Tacomas have the same setup down here, but basically it keeps the OEM look of the vehicle, and instead of using these cigarette plugs that look kind of funky, I decided to buy these. This one is already installed, and here's one that on my 12 TRD off-road, it's got another empty slot, so I try moving these two guys over to the left so I could have, you know, two slots of USB ports here, but I wasn't able to do that, unfortunately. So anyways, I'll be installing this, and this is fairly simple. To remove the blank cap, you just take a screwdriver and pry it out. It's actually pretty simple. It's not held there pretty hard. Here's what it looks like. So if you just pry it off, you can tell where I did some damage. Come on, camera. You can see where I pried from the top here, and what I tried to do was press down on this clip here, then just pull it towards you and call it good. But anyways, and if you want to remove this in the future, it's the same. You just stick a screwdriver, flat screwdriver, through here in the slot, which you can kind of see it. Maybe, yeah, see that slot right there? Just stick a flathead screwdriver, maybe two down here, and squeeze, pull it towards you. It comes out fairly easy. And actually, I had to take this out too, because on the inside of these things, it has a bright blue LED on top of one right here and one right here on the inside. So at night, it's actually pretty bright. Some of you might actually like it. I didn't. It was not the same as what you find here. So I just removed the back with a knife, pulled the small circuit board out this way, and used plier cutters to cut the LED, and the LED actually did not affect the performance of this plug. So if you want to do that, and I'll post the link in the description for where you can buy these. I got these on Amazon, and even though they're from different vendors, on the back of that one that's already installed in there, it's the same exact thing. And so it actually goes like this, or I have it like that, so that way the top of that, you can't see it very much when you're driving. But anyways, this top one, it is 2.1 amps. This is 1 amp output, and it's a total of 3.1. Yeah, I believe 3.1 amps. So the top one will charge my iPhone pretty quick. I like it. So like I said, once I have, oh, and here's a wiring kit for it. It is a 20 gauge. Okay, so I just finished running the wire through right here, which is right here. It's plugged in right now, and basically what I did, because this one is already wired up to a one of the ports on that fuse blocks. So what I did was tap into what's coming in from the fuse block, and I just tapped it to get another 12 volts out. And this is a 20 gauge wire, so you're going to be safe. If you want to do this route, you're going to be safe either way. Or if you just want to go all the way, run the wire, and run your own, you know, tap onto a different fuse and then ground one of your wires. But in my case, I chopped this off. I ended up cutting this much off of it because it was too long, and the reason it's still long is in the future, if I need to service it, I need to have some slack. So that's why there's so much wire left in here. But basically, this just clips. See, there's a little clip in there, and just make sure this is fully clipped like so. Push everything in through there. And like I said, this is a 3.1 volt total output, so it's gonna go like this, this top one is going to be 2.1 volts, or not volts, 2.1 amps, and this is going to be a 1 amp output USB port. So like I mentioned earlier, to install this, just make sure your wire is completely through inside, and just push this in. Make sure it's aligned with the other. It's aligned good. And push. See how that, did you hear that click? And it's there. This is not gonna move, and it looks completely stock. The reason I put one there is because I am completely out on this, and those of you that have the TRD off-road package know that all of these are completely used up. So I am left with 2 blank ports, and it does work. So there it is. Here's my phone. It is completely wired. As you can see, there's no magic to it. So the screen is off. We're gonna plug into, we're gonna plug into this one. It works. We're gonna plug into this one. It works. We're gonna plug in to this new one. It's charging. We're gonna plug into this one, and it works. And here's what I was saying earlier. See, I'm currently on satellite radio, but when I plug into this that came, this factory one, this is USB, it's actually going to go and play up here. It's going to read what's inside my iPhone. See, it says iPod. I don't like that. It's annoying. And right here, now it went to the little play button. It's still charging. If you can see, you know, those of you that have iPhones, you recognize when it's charging. But this is going to be charging at, I believe, 0.5 amp output. So that is very slow, and it's going to take forever. So that's the reason why I went with these 2 ports, auxiliary, I guess, dual USB ports.